Mr. Pennycook, we're here in the morning after the government has announced some drastic measures to fight the coronavirus. And we know it's important, but we also know that it will hit our tourism industry pretty hard. And it's especially the time when it was growing and becoming the most important tourism economy pillar of our island. How are we going to cope with this?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that what's happening with the COVID-19, the coronavirus at the moment, is a worldwide problem. It has been declared a pandemic. And frankly, the government has done something very proactive in getting ahead of the problem and ensuring or trying to ensure that there's not an outbreak on the island. And I think the government ought to be commended for that. Yes, it is going to hit the tourism industry very hard because closing your borders means that literally no visitors can arrive. And so it is going to hit us hard in the short term. But I think in the long term, it will work out to the benefit of everybody because we would have hopefully contained the thing so there's no outbreak in Curaçao, and you will therefore be ready when the rest of the world is ready to accept visitors once again. How are we going to recover from this? It is important that we continue to do everything necessary to keep the thing out of here. That's as far as we do locally. Then beyond that, it is really dependent on what happens in the rest of the world. I am encouraged by what I see happening in our second biggest market, the United States, in that they have finally stepped up to the plate and are doing the things that are necessary now to really make sure there's no massive outbreak. I think our major market, the Netherlands, I think they're on top of it at the moment. There are not as many there as other countries, and I think they're doing the necessary things to ensure that it's contained there also. So it is really dependent on how quickly all our major markets can recover from the disease such that their people can go about their normal lives once again. We are preparing for that moment. As a matter of fact, we are already putting messages in our social media, on our website, just to say, hope to see you soon. We're not saying when, but we're just sort of encouraging people that when this is all over, come to Curaçao. That's the message that we're trying to get out there from now to say, hope to see you soon. And then we are working on a recovery plan as we speak, because we know at some point it has to end. So we want to make sure that the moment the societies of the world are behaving normal, we're out there with very positive messages about Curaçao. We're working with the tour operators, the airlines, and everybody to ensure that the moment we can, we'll be out there promoting Curaçao aggressively. And we're hoping we can do so very confidently because we're doing the necessary things here to ensure that we are ready for visitors the moment the world is ready to travel again.
So you do remain positive and the future looks good still?
I remain very positive because this too has to pass. And we are doing the things necessary now to ensure that we do not have a greater problem here. And so as long as we continue to do that and be prepared to accept visitors the moment visitors are ready to travel again, I'm happy with that. And so we're working on the program to ensure that the moment the world is ready to travel again, we're out there to bring them here.
Isn't this a good time to create more awareness among the locals? I mean, we're not going anywhere. Isn't this a good time to create awareness about the importance of tourism? Didn't you think? It's a great idea to do that right now.
Oh, yes. I mean, I think it's going to become very obvious to the population. I mean, I don't think I'm being, I don't think I'm taking any secrets out of school when I say that with this sort of situation, if there are no visitors coming in, hotels and accommodations are going to have to close. Yeah. I mean, there's nobody to put in your hotels, then you can't operate. So it is going to be a difficult time in the short run. But we can all hope that as soon as possible, the main markets will become ready again, life will get back to normal, and the moment that is happening, we will be out there to bring people in. Yes, during this period of difficulty, I think it's inevitable that people will have to understand that, listen, tourism is important. It is what keeps this economy going, and therefore we have to protect it as we go along.
Thank you very much, sir.